Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Expansive Astrology with me, Melissa O'Malley, the self-care witch. This is something new. This guy might drive me a little crazy being right in my face. This is something new. This is moon magic. This is your new moon ritual. I am going to go through the phases of the moon as they unfold this month and give you a little peek into how I use the moon phases, the lunar cycle, to supercharge my intentions and to make magic. So this is like taking what expansive astrology has been over the past year to a whole other level, because we're still using the 12 seasons, the 12 seasons of the zodiac as little individual windows into different aspects of our lives. But then we're adding in the moon cycles to help really enhance that and refine it and take it to a whole other level. This is your new moon ritual video. I'm so excited and a little nervous, to be honest. And as with expansive astrology last year, I refined it and edited it and changed some things as I went along. So we'll see where this moon magic project takes us. Leave your feedback in the comments for me. I'd love to hear from you, what you take from this, what you think of it, what might be missing from it. Any of your feedback, I'm so open to hearing. I'm doing this for you. I want it to serve. I want it to be helpful. So let's chat about the moon. The moon, I love this quote. It's a Rumi quote. There is a moon inside every human being. Learn to be companions with it. I think that's so beautiful. The moon fascinates most of us, right? Like we all have some sort of relationship with the moon. We all love to see the moon when she's full in the sky, right? She's lovely. She's always there, forever present with us. And really, it's like a mirror. The moon can be like a mirror for ourselves and for nature and what happens in nature. But the moon is both the mirror and nature. She is contraction and expansion. She is the ebb and the flow. She is the feminine, while the sun is the masculine, the yin, while the sun is the yang. But also the moon has yin and yang phases of its own, just like we do. She is our natural timekeeper, and she connects us with ourselves and with the earth and with the universe and with magic. The moon, I think we've all heard this at some point or another. The moon reminds us that we're whole no matter what phase we are in, right? She goes through cycles. We go through cycles. The earth goes through cycles. Everything goes through cycles, and we are always complete. I love the medicine that the moon brings when we think of it in these ways. So tracking, like the way we're going to use the moon here, it's not like the moon makes us do things. At least we're not going to rely on that. We're not going to look at it that way. The purposes here in expansive astrology is using the moon as a motivator, as a timekeeper, as a mirror for ourselves and our lives, to follow along with the moon cycles and set intentions alongside her. Tracking and connecting to the moon is a fun way to connect to yourself. It's a fun way to set intentions. It's a fun way to refine our goals. And that's really the whole point. The lunar cycle has 8 different phases. Each of them like providing a framework, or the cycle in general, providing a framework for how we can really efficiently, effectively reach our goals and connect with ourselves and connect with our goals in fun ways. So this, we are starting with a new moon. There's a new moon today, new moon in Pisces. So let's chat about what that means and how to use it. What can we do with the new moon? The new moon is a time when um, we can't really see the moon in the sky. It's a time for reflection and rest and recharging. New moons are considered to be for new beginnings and kind of like the start of a new cycle, right? It's the beginning of a new cycle, it's the beginning of a new month. So, this is a wonderful opportunity to like clear your desk, wipe your slate clean, and connect with yourself and begin again. Each new moon is a beautiful opportunity to begin again, connect with ourselves and begin again. So, the invitation here is to sink in, rest with our inner knowing, connect with ourselves and our intentions, and like kind of the map or the blueprint that we're creating for our lives. It's a time to slow down, even if just for a moment, and tap into your inner world and embrace the promise that comes with a new beginning. We get to really embrace what it means to be stepping into a new month. So, here's my suggestion. And remember that this is just, I'm just some chick. Right? I've been practicing this for a very long time, for several years, and like refining my own ritual with the moon. And I'm just some chick. um, like, you get to define what your rituals look like and what resonates with you, and you get to like think of it as experimenting. um, Play with this invitation and play with this opportunity. I'm going to give you a little peek into my world and what I do in my ritual, but like I really want um, you to create this for yourself. It doesn't really, I mean, you would be doing yourself a disservice to like not give yourself the permission to play with this and make it what you need and want it to be. Again, like, I'm honored to like share this and like maybe be considered like a teacher in some way, but like you are your best teacher. So play with this. And my suggestion is to carve out 30 minutes or so. It just has to be 30 minutes, or bonus, make a night of it, right? Take the bubble bath and like have a decadent meal and like make a night of it. But really, all you need is like 20, 30 minutes. Carve out the time and be with yourself. Slow down. Um, Meditate. I'm not normally the type of like therapist to really advocate for meditating, but play some music, light some candles or some incense, and connect with yourself. It doesn't have to be like a whole 30 minutes of uninterrupted meditation. That can be kind of intimidating, and I think that's why I don't normally recommend it. But at the very least, can really create space within your mind and your life, your time, to connect with yourself, breathe in into your body, and like just connect with yourself, right? Ask yourself what you need. Ask yourself what is coming up for you, what is present for you. How do you want to honor this phase of the moon? This is like baseline step one, right? Is connecting with yourself, inviting your brain to turn off and your soul to speak, and really honoring whatever comes up for you. What feelings, um, worries, thoughts, dreams, knowings, um, create the space and invite those things to come up for you. Um, Connect with yourself and ask, like, how am I feeling? What is present for me right now? um, be willing to really sit with and honor whatever comes up for you without shoving anything away or questioning or needing to make sense of things. Like, it's not the time for that. It's just the time to feel. And I really like, in my own practice, to like explicitly state or request that, my intention of doing so. Like, I guess I kind of say to myself, I am open to guidance from the universe or my spirit guides or whatever kind of fits for you. I am open to hearing from myself, from my heart. Um, and just let yourself get there. Let yourself be there. If nothing else, this is a wonderful opportunity once a month to just check in with yourself. But there's more. um, a new moon is a time for a new beginning. So it's time to set a new intention that you're going to focus on for the next 28 to 30 days for the rest of this lunar cycle. So dream big. This is not a time for your thinking brain to like figure out how this is going to happen, and like logic can step in later. This is a time to dream. This is a time to really connect with your heart, with your soul's purpose. And sometimes the brain contracts when we're in that space. The brain contracts with a bunch of worry of like, but how? Or worry about whether we deserve things or whether things are realistic or how we're going to go there. We don't want to dream too big. Turn off your thinking brain, dream big, be bold, don't be afraid. Ask yourself, what do you want to be working toward? What do you want to be feeling on a day to day? What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to feel in your work, in your relationships, in your relationship with yourself, in your spirituality, in your body? How do you want to feel? How do you want to be engaging with the world? What are you ultimately working toward? I like the idea of like a blueprint or a roadmap. We're kind of revisiting our soul's roadmap for how we're humaning on planet Earth. Revisit that. What is your dream life? What is your whole shtick? What are you working toward? Be bold. Don't worry about if it sounds logical. Don't worry about if it feels attainable. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Allow yourself to be bold, and then refine it a little bit, right? Like break it down, dream big, but remember, like, one thing at a time. There's a new moon every month, where we can kind of tackle different pieces and parts of our lives and how we're trying to get where we're trying to go. So dream big, be bold, turn off your thinking brain. It's not really invited to this party. This is between like you and your heart. This is between you and your soul. Brain can kick back in later. If only, right? If only we could actually like uninvite the brain from certain experiences. Man. Be bold, and one thing at a time. Set your intentions in terms of like really consider, what are you willing to focus on for the next month or so, give or take. What are you willing to do to get there? And you can set your intentions however feels right for you and however resonates for you. And my recommendation is, instead of setting intentions like I want $10,000 in savings, you want it to be framed in such a way that you can actually do something to get there. So, or framed in a way of like um, a sense of responsibility or feeling that you are willing to step into today. So instead of I'd like $10,000 in the bank, um, um, a good alternative intention would be my life is full of abundance. Um, I I foster abundance in everything that I do. I anything like where you can actually take active steps to manage like your mindset around abundance or scarcity. That will give you more of a clear picture of how to step into a life where $10,000 exists in the bank. Um, if you want some more tips or information on intention setting, I have a video on that in early expansive astrology. So check out my intention. I think it's called like Intentions That Manifest. Um, it's one of my first videos on the channel. So that'll give you like a really good guide into how to set intentions that you can um, stand behind and like actually put action to. Because saying I want $10,000 in the bank, or I want to find a partner, or I want to lose 20 pounds, like those are great intentions to have for your life. And they're passive, or at least they're framed in a way that is relatively passive. Um, you want to frame your intentions in a way that that you can get behind, that holds you accountable, that you can actually work for and work toward, and that there are like clear steps or directions to get there. So pretty simple. The new moon is a time to really embrace a new beginning and set an intention that you are willing to work toward for the rest of the month. That and then in expansive astrology style, you want to kind of like use the lens. We're in Pisces season right now, so kind of use the lens of what Pisces brings to the table to set that intention. I think that's just a really beautiful way to really honor where we are in the astrological year. Um, so, a couple other little thoughts on new moons or ways to take advantage of the new moon is it's all about the new beginnings, man. Like answer any unanswered texts, emails, phone calls, and then clean out your inbox. Wrap up any chores, any like bills that need to be paid. Like really allow yourself to be done with the last cycle and like start with a fresh slate for the new cycle. Um, any way that you can think of to embrace today being like a new beginning, do it. Finish your laundry, finish the dang thing so that you can focus on what's new. It's a new start, it's a new cycle. And how exciting is that we get to celebrate the beginning of a new cycle every 30 days? Like, that's like so relieving to me, right? That I get to have a mini new year with every new month, with every new moon. So I think that's all I have for you for this week. I will be back to help guide you for the rest of this lunar cycle. We are going to dive into all of the phases of the moon and how we can utilize those to get to where we're going. So this is just the beginning. If nothing else, I hope that you take the time to be with yourself at some point today and really tap in with what it is you're seeking. Tap in with yourself. The new moon is when the moon is pretty much invisible in the sky, right? Like there's darkness in the sky. For me, I always get pretty kind of sluggish I need an extra nap during a new moon. Um, and I think that's just like me feeling where we're at in the cycle, right? It's a time to recharge, to reflect, to reconnect with your innermost self. So give yourself permission to kind of like take some time to do that. Get rid of the distractions, recenter and reconnect with yourself, and consider like, where the heck are you going? What the heck are you doing? How can you get there? Um, I will be leaving, hmm, maybe in the description. Um, I don't know if I can like attach a PDF to this, but so maybe in the description or look for an attachment. I'll be leaving my new moon homework for you to celebrate the new moon in Pisces. Um, Join me in Expansive Astrology. It's a free group on Facebook, and we can chat in the comments there about this new moon. Let me know what you hope to see with this new little series I'm doing, taking you through the moon cycles. And until next time, take really good care of yourself. I think that's all I have for you. Don't be shy. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Have a happy new moon. Happy new beginning. I'll see you next time. Bye.